Did you know that air traffic controllers can be responsible for over 3,000 lives in just one shift? Or that 44% of surgeons report burnout due to the intense pressure of life and death decisions? Some careers push people beyond their limits every single day, and the stress can be overwhelming. But here's what's fascinating: the strategies these professionals use to handle their stress can help anyone, no matter their job. In this video, we'll uncover the 6 most stressful jobs in the world. You'll get an inside look at how air traffic controllers, surgeons, crisis managers, first responders, journalists, and stockbrokers survive, and even thrive, under extreme pressure. And along the way, you'll learn some of their best kept secrets for staying calm and focused. Ready to dive into the high stakes world of these professionals? Let's get started. Chapter 1: Minds in the Sky, the pressure cooker of air traffic control. Air traffic controllers don't just direct planes. They manage the lives of thousands of passengers at any given moment. According to the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, there are over 44,000 flights in the US every day. One mistake can cause chaos. So, how do they keep their cool in such a high-stress environment? First, air traffic controllers are trained to hyperfocus. This ability to zoom in on the details, while keeping an eye on the big picture, is a skill anyone in a high-stress job can use. One seasoned controller said, "You learn to compartmentalize. If you think too far ahead, the stress will crush you." Another key strategy is time management. Controllers work in 90-minute shifts to avoid burnout, ensuring their brains stay sharp. This idea of working in bursts rather than long stretches can help you manage stress in any job. To keep their mental health in check, controllers also undergo regular psychological assessments. The National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health, NIOSH, reports that this keeps their anxiety levels in check, which is critical for long-term success in such a demanding job. Chapter 2: Scalpels and Sweat, the adrenaline-fueled world of surgeons. Surgeons are often regarded as superheroes in scrubs, but the pressure they face daily is immense. A 2022 study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association, JAMA, found that surgeons have higher rates of burnout compared to other medical professionals. About 44% report feeling emotionally exhausted. One of the reasons for this stress is the constant demand for perfection. When a surgeon is in the operating room, even the smallest mistake can be catastrophic. Dr. Atul Gawande, in his book The Checklist Manifesto, emphasizes the importance of checklists to reduce errors. He says, "You cannot rely on memory alone in high-stakes situations. Using structured systems like checklists can reduce stress and improve outcomes." Surgeons also manage stress through physical fitness. Many top surgeons incorporate exercise into their routine, not just for physical health, but for mental clarity. Research shows that regular physical activity can reduce anxiety by up to 30%. This strategy helps them stay sharp during long surgeries that often last several hours. Lastly, mentorship plays a big role in their success. Many surgeons cite mentors as essential for helping them manage stress and make better decisions. Shadowing experienced professionals before jumping into independent practice can offer valuable guidance. Chapter 3: Walking the Tightrope, Crisis Managers in Corporate Chaos. Corporate crisis managers often deal with companies on the brink of collapse. From PR disasters to financial meltdowns, they face high-stakes situations daily. A Harvard Business Review survey found that 63% of crisis managers experience significant stress in their role, largely due to the unpredictability and fast-paced nature of their job. One strategy that keeps crisis managers afloat is swift decision-making. A key lesson from the book Decisive by Chip and Dan Heath is that in high-pressure situations, you can't afford analysis paralysis. Crisis managers need to make fast, but informed decisions. They practice this by building decision-making frameworks before a crisis hits, so they aren't caught off guard. Another critical skill is communication. A corporate crisis manager shared, "In a crisis, clarity is your best friend." You need to be able to communicate complex issues simply, so everyone stays on the same page. The ability to explain a complicated situation in straightforward terms helps prevent confusion and ensures that teams can act quickly and effectively. Finally, maintaining emotional intelligence is a top priority. Crisis managers often rely on self-awareness and empathy to stay calm under pressure. Studies by Daniel Goleman, author of Emotional Intelligence, show that people with high emotional intelligence are better at managing stress, especially in high-stakes environments like corporate crisis management. If you're finding these insights helpful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content on career advancement and managing stress in the workplace. Chapter 4: Chaos commanders, the unbreakable spirit of first responders, including firefighters, paramedics, and police officers, are often the first on the scene of life-threatening emergencies. Their jobs require them to stay calm in chaos, often when lives hang in the balance. Research by the National Center for PTSD shows that 15 to 30% of first responders develop symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, due to the extreme situations they face. One of the biggest strategies that first responders rely on is mental preparedness. Firefighters, for example, undergo regular simulation training to ensure they're ready for any emergency. Repeated exposure to high-stress scenarios during training helps them stay calm when real crises hit. Teamwork is another vital stress management tool. In a study by the Journal of Emergency Medical Services, paramedics reported that knowing their colleagues have their backs makes high-pressure situations more bearable. Building trust within teams helps reduce individual stress. Finally, many first responders use mindfulness and relaxation techniques to cope with the aftermath of traumatic events. A firefighter once said, "After a call, I find a quiet spot to breathe deeply for a few minutes. It helps me reset." Simple mindfulness exercises like these can help anyone decompress after a stressful day, no matter the job. Chapter 5: Dangerous Dispatches. Journalists in the crossfire war zone. Journalists risk their lives to deliver news from some of the world's most dangerous places. A 2019 report by Reporters Without Borders revealed that over 49 journalists were killed while reporting in conflict zones that year alone. Beyond the physical risks, the emotional toll of witnessing war, poverty, and natural disasters can be overwhelming. Preparation is a key survival strategy for these journalists. They spend time understanding the political landscape and building contacts before even setting foot in a danger zone. This way, they're not caught off guard by unexpected developments. One journalist noted, "You can't control the chaos, but you can control how you prepare for it." This mindset can apply to almost any stressful career. Preparation helps reduce the fear of the unknown. Another major tool for war zone journalists is maintaining a strong support system. Many rely on local fixers, people familiar with the area, to help navigate dangerous environments. Back home, they also lean on editors, family, and colleagues to process what they've seen. According to the Dart Center for Journalism and Trauma, this network of support is crucial for maintaining mental health in high-stress reporting. Lastly, some journalists practice what's known as emotional distancing. This doesn't mean shutting down emotionally, but rather creating a mental buffer so they don't carry the trauma with them long after the story is done. It's a delicate balance of staying human while protecting oneself from emotional overload. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and found it informative, be sure to subscribe for more insights on managing stress in your career and other valuable tips. Let's tackle stress together.